Have you ever noticed how someone's eyes can completely transform their appearance? They can go from having prey eyes and looking weak, looking submissive, to looking assertive and dominant just from their eye area alone. Your eye area is one of the most important parts of your face. If you think about it, it's the bit that everyone looks at first. Your eyes are the first impression someone gets of you. So your eyes play a huge role in how you're perceived. So this is exactly how you can begin to maximize your eye area. Orbicularis oculi training. It is a technique that you can use to strengthen and also begin to gain control over the muscles around your eyes. We'll explore how it works, how to do it, and how it can enhance your facial expressions, making you look more attractive and more confident. Firstly, the Orbicularis oculi is a muscle that goes around your eyes. It's like a ring. It controls your ability to blink, your ability to squint, and express emotions through your eyes. Being able to control this muscle will mean that you can either create a warm and engaging, friendly expression, and you can completely transform it to get that hunter eye appearance, more aggressive, more dominant, within the flick of a switch. That sharp, intense look like you see in some of my pictures was no accident. It took training, it took practice, but here's how to go about it. But firstly, training this muscle isn't just about better facial expressions. It directly impacts how you're perceived in life, in social or professional settings. A strong Orbicularis oculi contributes to facial symmetry, and symmetry is one of the key factors of attractiveness. Having good control of this muscle will also enhance your ability to have genuine expressions. You may be having genuine emotions, but if you don't have enough facial control, how can you convey that? And when you enhance this muscle, you improve your ability to show genuine emotions, making you appear way more charismatic and way more approachable. And don't forget, your social charisma is a huge factor in what makes you attractive. No, it's not just all about the way you look, about the way you hold yourself, the way you talk, the eye contact you can hold. And not only that, when you improve your eye contact through training this muscle, you're going to find that people will engage a lot better with you in conversations. Before and after improving my eye area, the difference when I was speaking to people is outstanding. I'm telling you, after I improved my eye area, if I am looking at someone with an intense stare, listening intently to their conversation, often start blushing, sometimes they look away, sometimes they say, why are you looking at me like that? So 100% improving your eye area is going to make a huge difference. So let's get into the actual training techniques. The techniques are simple, but consistency is key for noticeable results, like everything. The first is going to be squinting. Try and do this indefinitely throughout the day, but ensure that you are not having any wrinkles in your forehead whatsoever, like this. You want to be making sure that whenever you're walking around, having conversations with people, doing anything whatsoever, when you're thinking about it, I want you to be having this squint look. It's not too much that it looks ridiculous, but it's not too little so that your eyes look dead like this either. You want to be engaging this muscle. The next is an eye squeeze with resistance. You want to close your eyes tightly while placing your fingers on the outer corner of your eye, pulling it up. You're blinking against the resistance that you're putting here, like this. You can do it one at a time or with two hands, like this. With all of these sets and reps aren't so important. You really just want to do it until you feel a burn. Now, this one will most effectively train your Orbicularis oculi, but don't forget, so much actually goes into what makes your eye area look good that simply training the muscle might not be enough. This is where expression control comes into play. I want you to practice in the mirror, smiling with a slight warm squint in your eyes. You'll feel a slight lift in your cheeks and your outer eye corners. And also I want to mention the significance of the Auricularis posterior. A lot of people got confused when I started talking about this because it is the muscle behind your ear. If any of you can wiggle your ears and make them move back and forward without you touching them, that is because you are engaging that muscle. So what the hell has that got to do with your eyes? Well, it can actually give you a more positive perceived canthal tilt. What do I mean by a perceived canthal tilt? Well, your eyelid hooding can have a huge effect on how your canthal tilt looks. For example, if I make my eyelid hooding negative right now, you can see that my canthal tilt looks pretty negative. But if I engage the right muscles in my frontalis and my auricularis posterior, you can see it has a far more positive appearance. Now, a lot of people say this looks strange. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. The technique is there if you want it. Remember that beauty is not found in features, it's found in proportion. So though this will change the actual feature and make your eyes look completely different, you should be assessing with yourself and the other people in the community. You can ask around and see whether it looks better or not. Looking good and glowing up is so specific to you that you need to understand these methods and try them, but understand that there's no one method that will work for everything. It worked really well for me, it might not for you. It's best to get a load of second opinions and see for yourself. So what can you actually expect after consistent Orbicularis oculi training? After 1 to 2 weeks, you're just going to notice that you're getting better facial control. 1 to 2 months, you're going to notice that the squinting that you've been doing throughout the day is going to become far more subconscious. Your eyes are going to appear more slit-like without you having to even think about it. And after 6 months, your eyes should look far more youthful, have a sharper appearance, and have more of a hunter eye appearance than they did before. But here are some mistakes that you should know so that you can avoid them. Firstly, do not overexert the muscles. When you strain or overdo the exercises, you could actually lead to gaining more wrinkles. The key is consistency, not doing loads in one go, but implementing it 5 or 10 minutes every single day will do the trick. The other mistake is ignoring other facial muscles. While focusing on the eyes is indeed important, you want to balance it with training other facial muscles too. And the third mistake is inconsistent practice. Doing the exercises occasionally won't lead to noticeable results. Consistency is 100% key. So start small, stay consistent, and let me know in the chat how these exercises are working for you a couple weeks down the line. Much love.